I was like, where is the auto start? What's happening? Look at that. Perfect timing, 10 a.m. But I'm not seeing anything on the screen. So what's click clacking here? Test. I don't know if you guys can hear me. What the flip's happening? Oh, there we go. I was nervous, y'all. I was nervous. Okay. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me okay. Test. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, awesome. We can get this party started. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I hope you guys weren't waiting for too long. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great morning. If it's not morning where you are, good afternoon or good whatever time of day it may be. Today, we're going to check out some awesome UFO videos and photos from around the world. Eyes on Cinema recently posted this is a full 50-minute compilation. I love this compilation. I checked some parts of it out. I was like, I have to share this with everyone live. Just because a lot of them are much older. We're looking at Dragonheart. What's good? Thank you. I'm glad. We're looking at 1981. We're looking at the 90s, the 80s, some a little bit older, which is crazy. And it was much harder to fake back in the day. And if you wanted to fake it, you got less for it. It's not like there was a YouTube or TikTok or any platform to go viral. Although you could send some of them to the news. Usually the news is like, okay, Annie, that's not happening because they were trying to cover everything up. So let's just dive in. Let's jump in. I'm really excited for this video. I'm really excited for this live stream. I'm glad you guys are here. Oh, we're already starting. He starts off with photos, which I think is fine. Like this one he zooms into. This is one of the ones we used in the thumbnail. We can see it is a saucer shape. And I love that they have, flying saucers because look at that saucer right there. They named these after oh wait, you guys are not getting the full screen. That's right. I forgot. I zoomed in. Early morning live, sure thing. Good morning, Stevie Ray. I'm glad you guys are here. Look, this is from Santa Fe, New Mexico. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come in here and zoom in when we have to, simply because the way this live stream is set up, I want to be able to see the chat and see you guys, and I have it off to the right. And that's why I made the screen a little bit bigger in OBS. Sorry, I have my other screen over here to make sure it looks okay. Y'all, this is coming from Eyes on Cinema. If you have not already subscribed to them, look at this bad boy right here. TR3B or Treb, as I like to call them. Some of these videos don't have audio, some of them do.
At that second,
Look
the
at
object was
that.
passing straight over the top of my house. And what I got
Oh,
on tape was a disc-shaped object turned on its side with the dome this way.
I was gonna.
The bottom part this way as it flies over my house.
I'm gonna go back.
With
I
the
was gonna
dome
say
this
when we
way.
first saw it,
The bottom.
it looked like it was on its side. And what's crazy is that this matches a lot of the things that we hear about the propulsion, about how it tilts sideways before it propels forward. Fantastic capture. And again, for those of us just joining, I love this Eyes on Cinema channel, but I love this compilation they posted because a lot of them are 90s or pre-90s, so they're much
this
harder to
way as it
fake.
flies over my house. It suddenly does a U-turn and then jumped about 1.5 miles in like a matter of a half a second
A
to where I couldn't
U-turn?
even see it anymore. So I started scanning the sky for it.
Yeah,
Finally,
I would
about a
too.
minute and a half later, I caught it
Whoa.
again.
Did you guys see that little like spark over it?
Finally, about a
Right up
minute
here?
and a half later,
It's like it's a
I caught it
quick
again.
it's
Scanning the
such a
sky.
quick flash. Hold on. Sorry. I'm going to go second by second here. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I don't know about Windows, but if you use a Mac, you can use the period, and the comma to move second for second in YouTube. I swear I saw like an orb fly right there. Look at that. All right, so we're seeing as he's capturing this object, it even looks like it's changing shape slightly. Look at this orb that appears quickly and flashes in the sky right next to this UFO. And I want to stress again, this is 90s, 80s, some a little bit older. There wasn't really much tech to do CGI. There weren't many people faking it, and there weren't drones. Look at that bad boy right there. It's definitely out of this world, Stevie Ray. I agree. That is crazy.
And a half later, I caught it again.
Oh, that's
This
good.
time, when I zoomed into the object, it was a lot further away. But it seems that it was still on its side. People need to know and realize that this is a structured, domed, metallic machine that is running under its
Listen to
own
what he's
type of
saying. This is
propulsion
back in the
system.
day,
It's
guys.
running under something that we can only dream about.
Oh, we had this one in a previous video. We used it as a thumbnail. Look how cool that looks. Look at the jets heading. Look at the jets heading towards it. Get out of here. That was May 9th, 1988. Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. Get out of here. Hey! I'm here to find interesting things. Thank you. Y'all need to go to the Manny Moore channel to check out some fun shorts. Thank you, Papa. All right, Southern California. Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all, did you see the year on that? 1965. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. What's going on here? That's a really great capture. That's a really great picture. That's stunning. We're seeing that dome top, as we saw in the previous video, although it was tilted to the side. It makes me wonder if they tilt to the side to accelerate. And when the dome is upward, if that's just them watching us. Wait, did we get a... All right, this is Señor Ramón Carrillo, el 18 de mayo, May 18th, 1992, in Juchipila, Zacatecas. Damn, I like that name. Oh, y'all, let me get in here real quick. Look at that. Again, we're talking about a time where there were no drones. Like obviously we had planes, but what is that? No, that's it. No. Felipe González. Oh my God, I live in lost. Oh, I hope you see something, Stevie Ray. I will say there's a lot of light pollution though, so you gotta, you gotta strain sometimes. The big cities have a lot of light pollution. John, what's good? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Look at this bad boy. Look at that. Look at it. It went behind the cloud. Wait, 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 wait. This one's tiny, so I'm going to get a zoom in so we can get a good look at it. No, get out of there. It's right here. And watch it disappear behind the cloud. And it, oh, did you see that like slight movement? Oh, it came back out. Well, that's one of the observables there. It's not supposed to be able to move like that. That's great. This is a great capture. Yeah, just se metió. He just said it just went back into the cloud. Like, yeah, it did. Oh, these are some great captures. Eyes on Cinema went in today. Or, or 2 days ago. What is that? Is it rotating? Was that rotating? Bruh. Look at this. These are, look, look, look. I want you to see the year. This is November 1st, 94. The next one's also 1994. Like, again, this is November 21st. This is 20 days later. A Central Florida coast intelligently controlled probe follows the photographer. September 24th of 1993. Oh, look at that. And consider the fact that they're more advanced than us. They have tech that we can't use. This is 1994. Is that going into the water? Is that going to be one of those unidentified submerged objects, USO? Whoa, 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 whoa. Eyes on Cinema. Hold up. That one was too fast. Don't think I didn't peep it. Look at this down here. Look at that down here. Charlie, what's good, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate it. Hold on. Let's go back frame by frame. Look at that. They went through it very quickly, but I want you guys to be able to see this, essentially what looks like a disc of light. It's right here. It's among a bunch of other little lights, so it's harder to see. But as we move forward second by second, look at it go. Look at it. This was in London, England, in a parking lot. Now I'm zooming in and slowing down because this clip, look how quick that clip goes by. I'm going second for second, and that clip just like boom, zip by. Oh, you thought we weren't gonna see that Eyes on Cinema? That's a great capture. Makes me wonder where he gets some of his videos from. Sierra Nevada, California. Um, like Nevada, California. Wait, but it's Sierra Nevada. Okay, 1954. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! That mother tucker looks like Saturn. What? Oh, ooh, the White House one.
Anyone in any industry that thinks that they are protected, they have.
Okay. I forgot we have commercials on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all, this looks this looks so cool. It reminds me of a very recent one we saw. Was it in Argentina? That it had that same angular it had that same angle. It had that really bright orangish light to it, and as it was dropping down, it was dropping slag out of it. Do you guys remember that? That's what this reminds me of. This is wow, man, this is a great compilation. I like how he went back to the flowers. He's like, I was just recording nature. July 1952, the overflight at the U.S. Capitol. This was a major event. We had military personnel flashing lights in the sky. I mean, so many things. Look, this is over the White House. These are the actual photos from the news article. A lot of the photos that you see and videos that you'll see are actually recreated. But I remember seeing this. This was the original. Obviously, I wasn't around in the time, but I remember seeing it in one of the archives. This is such a fantastic capture. To me, I know there's Roswell. I know the wilder side. Welcome, welcome. The Serbian pooper. Yeah, they drop those little pellets. I don't know what they are. But I know there's Roswell. I know there's the Rendlesham incident. I know like there's just so many major UFO incidents. Now in modern times we have the Vegas alien incident with the meteor slash UFO, but we saw two parts, so we know it was something else. Um, but to me, this was the catalyst. To me, this was undeniable proof, and I feel like this is why it was yeah, that is. I feel like that's why this was covered up so much and you don't find as much news about it. This was over the Capitol. This is over the White House. This was in newspapers. We had early film recordings of this. You could find them in some archives. I remember I went to a public library and you can look through archives news. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but you could find archives news articles. I remember seeing these things before the new age of the internet and everyone started recreating it and making it more dramatic. This is what it looked like. It was a serious event, and that's insane that it was over the White House. And that's where the rumors started. They met with the president and they signed that deal where X amount of people get taken in order to get technology, and we have a lot of missing people every year. So that's all I'll say about that. I'm not going to start any conspiracy theories, but so let's just take a quick look at it again, just because it goes by so quickly. That is 1952 overflight of the U.S. Capitol. It just goes by too fast. Jerry Larry, Divergent has a full video. The full video. Ooh, we'll have to check that out next time. I love that. I remember seeing this and watching a documentary on it. It's so crazy. In a strict, yes, John, in a strict no-fly zone. Oh, thank you guys. Because I feel like I'm crazy sometimes. I'm like, how does no one look at this and say, what the hell? I'm like, you can't just fly over the Capitol like that. That's crazy. Sorry. This was Australia, 1971, taken by a couple on a morning walk. Look at that, another disc shape. And I just want to, before we continue diving in, I want to reiterate what I was saying earlier. Yes, their technology is more advanced than us. And I think it's interesting that now we're seeing a lot more of these orbs. We're seeing the elongated, the tic-tac UFOs, bigger crafts. And everyone's like, oh, but like the flying saucer, the flying saucer. We do still see flying saucers. I just feel that they're more advanced than us, of course. But just as we advance in our technology, they're going to advance in their technology. And if they were already so much more advanced than us, imagine where they are now. That's probably now why we're seeing all the. They're like, we don't even need ships. We have orbs of light. Look at that. This is in Alemania. That is Germany for those who don't speak Spanish. That's in Stuttgart, Germany. This is May 29th of 1993. Look at that sucker. Look at that. Oh, they're panicking. Oh, I probably would be too. What the flip is that? Well, I mean, unidentified, obviously, but wow. Excuse me. Wow. What do you say? What do you say? Oh, he's saying there's a UFO there. I love, I love, oh, my people. I love Spanish speakers. He didn't say UFO. He didn't say ovni. He said UFO. Adam Ward, I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much. I'm glad I can bring some light and good energy. This is great. This is great. This is stunning. And again, guys, if you want to watch this uninterrupted with no commentary, Eyes on Cinema has the full video posted. They are absolutely incredible. They're tagged in the description, as is their video. Love their channel. They don't just post UFOs, but they got some great UFOs. This is Nevada. When you see EU, that's United States. And this is May of 1995. Usually it's EEUU, but EU also works. Look at that. Y'all see them? Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you. You too. I love your energy and I love your positivity and I appreciate you. That's a great capture. You guys, if you're watching and you're seeing this like weird line on the screen, that's the camera. Some old cameras were a lot harder to control, so you would get artifacting and things like that. So we're focusing on this dot here. Lauren, welcome. Yes, let's go live chat. Y'all are incredible. Anytime, always. Look at it's hard to hear them. So I apologize if you're having a hard time. I am too. The original audio of the videos that Eyes on Cinema posted are just much lower than what we're used to nowadays. So it is just hard to hear in general. Look at that. That upward momentum without any propulsion, that's one of the observables. That's cool. Oh, oh, did it just like change shape? Did the bottom part just kind of like move up to the side? Did y'all see that? I'm not tripping, am I? What? Baby, they're hitting us hard with these UFOs today. This is 9th, that's what, September 30th? I can't really actually tell. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought that had the year on it, but that's just timestamps. Wow. Oh, that movement is interesting. Oh, excuse me, I have allergies. I did take medicine, so I should be okay, but just in case, I'm warning y'all. Oh, oh, was something dark just coming out of it? It looks like it's shape-shifting. Like it's like, I can't even describe it. This is 1995. Look at that. Thank you so much, Kathy. Welcome to the chat. Charlie, these are great. And again, especially if you're just joining us, not, not only are these captures fantastic, and I want you guys to remember This is 90s, 80s, 60s. We saw some 50s, 70s. It was so much harder to fake something like this back in the day. And you didn't get much out of it except for people calling you crazy. So most people wouldn't. So these are just great captures.
Camera
Excuse me.
view from the shuttle just prior to the event. What appears to be the horizon is actually the top of the Earth's air globe.
Okay.
The Earth's physical
Oh, yeah,
horizon
Cassie, I
is
know. I just
located
was
about
surprised to
60
see it.
miles below the top of the air
Wait, wait,
globe.
wait, 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 wait. The video's already going. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on.
The
Now she's about to
Earth's
point him out.
physical
What is
horizon is
this?
located
What
about
is
60
this?
miles
What is this? They're
below the
moving.
top of
Those
the
things
air
are
globe.
moving.
Here you see the changes of direction of several of the objects
Yes.
after the flash. The main object will appear moving to the left, followed shortly by a flash,
Oh,
at which time the objects abruptly change direction, followed by two streaks.
this is NASA Discovery Space Shuttle STS-48, 15 September 1991, analyzed by Jack Kasher, PhD physicist. Bruv, 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 bruv. What? We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Adam, 1 second. That's a long chat. I will read it though. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to see this change of direction. This is insane. Another great what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is that dude coming from? Bro, look at how he's. This is the entirety of the Earth, right? That's the Earth. So how fast is that mofo moving? What? The original time traveler, welcome, welcome, Grant. Look at the change in trajectory. This is no joke. I agree. The original time traveler, we do have a lot of secret tech, but this is whoa, whoa. These are coming from files and videos from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, where it was much harder to fake these things, and also we were still advancing our tech. I don't think we were
This is a
spacefaring,
close-up of the same sequence,
because these things are
screen right,
spacefaring. Look
showing
at this.
several objects at the time of the flash. Note the regular pulsations of the objects, which is inconsistent with tumbling ice particles.
Ice particles, my tush. We've been seeing things in our
The
night
film that
sky.
Marvin recorded shows a classic flying saucer.
Oh, I
hovering
covered
just a
this on the
few
channel
meters from the
before.
ground.
Hold on. I
His
remember
colleague,
that.
William Rivera, didn't hear Marvin
Someone
shouting about the
asked,
noise
someone
of the
asked a
drill he
really
was
great
using.
question, and I want to point it out. We're talking
Thus,
about the
he
film
missed the
that he captured
extraordinary
this film
spectacle.
here, this UFO, and people were like, well, how did the news capture
Flying
him
saucer hovering just
capturing it? And you can actually kind of see right here, right, with these pieces of information. This is not they're not capturing him recording it. The news loves to sell the story. So what they have you do, especially back in the day when we had less technology, is let's say you recorded something, they would stand behind you and have you re-watch the recording on your device so that it looks like they're there while you're recording, even though they obviously weren't.
few meters from the ground. His colleague, William Rivera,
Grant, I
didn't
did
hear
see
Marvin
Chris
shouting over the noise of the
Bledsoe's
drill he was
story
using.
and videos. Crazy.
Thus, he missed the
We
extraordinary
have been seeing things in our
spectacle.
sky here in Bell, Florida. I am right down the road from a YouTube channel, Real Florida UFOs. Whoa. We just ordered an AI camera in hopes of capturing these things. That's a great idea. All right, right there, right? That's a really great idea, Adam. Real quick, right there. This is another thing, another reason I love this video. One, it's older. Two, harder to fake, especially back then. Three, this is one of the closest UFO videos we've gotten, like close up. And before it takes off, you'll notice it doesn't stay flat. It does a full rotation and tilt before it takes off. The propulsion that we've been talking about, that the whistleblowers have been talking about, I don't feel like a young kid in the 90s would have the concept or idea of even faking the tilt to move. They'd have it zip up, disappear, shoot off, like how we see in all of the fake videos. But this is such a great capture.
William.
What's up, Mike? What's up, Fred? Welcome, welcome. I'm Charlie, I'm glad. I'm glad. And I appreciate you, Fred. Thank you so much. Welcome. The tilt right here, the tilt right here, y'all. Notice, notice that there's a divide between the upper and lower. And remember what the whistleblowers say. It may look small, but when you go near or when you go inside, it's the size of a football field. So I wonder if those are portholes or windows in which they can observe us through. The whole thing is just so interesting. Oh, damn it. What? Freaking commercials. I mute them because the commercial companies will copyright, even though they shove themselves in. Look at this! Outside of Ottawa, Canada, the military... Whoa, 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 whoa. Military ARV, Alien Reproduction Vehicle Retrieval. Bruh. Alien Reproductive Vehicle? Child, you better not. Remember? Do you remember that CIA report that came out not too long ago where they were like Motorola old school? Hey, where they were like, oh, if you get too close to UFOs, women may experience unexpected, unwanted pregnancies. What? What? And now they're talking about reproductive vehicles? No! You can tell it's real. He's panicking while trying to film it. Yes, that's why I also feel like the guy that was hyperventilating, I feel that that's definitely legit. Oh, it looks like they were analyzing this. Another thing I liked is we had a lot more scientists and physicists and everyone trying to analyze these videos back in the day. Again, because they were harder to fake. Now some people will write stuff off as CGI or fake, but back then we were really analyzing because we were like, what the hell's going on? And a lot of these videos have been very much confirmed. Eyes on Cinema, again, great channel. They do a really good job of making sure they find only legit stuff. Excuse me. Wow. The colors on this looks beautiful. Just beautiful. M. Mongelio, Mongelo, I'm sorry, Mongiello, I'm not sure actually. This was part of a Disney disclosure video as a promotion for Tomorrowland. Really? Tomorrowland. Imagine that. I feel like Disney, well, we're not going to get into the media and Hollywood today. Maybe we will. Oh man, but the media, Hollywood, and the politicians know a lot more than they like to let on. Did you guys see that Representative Luna was talking about how she got Men in Black? And she reiterated that she wants to call them, wow, look at that. She reiterated that she wants to call them non-human intelligence and interdimensional beings as opposed to aliens. What the flip did I just see? What the is that? Is this it? Is that what is that? Las Americas, Tenerife, Canary Islands, January 1993. Bruh. It is also Eyes on Cinema. It's a good. Okay, okay. I will. Maybe we can check that out together in another live stream. I don't know that the computer will make it for two, or even through this one. It's getting really hot and the battery's going. Bruh. Speaking of, let me get this charger connected. Sorry, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this Mother Tucker crashing? Man down. Annapolis, Maryland, early 1950s. Bro, UFO were just crashing down in the 50s, huh? Oh, hell no. Oh, man, I feel so bad for those aliens and the ones in Roswell, Passaic, New Jersey, 1952. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm getting the charger ready. Disconnect this. No, I didn't mean to do that, PlayStation. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. It's gonna be like beep beep. You just connected me without oh. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't want this to die on us. Silicone graphics. How disappointing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't understand that, Charlie. Hold on. Beautiful, beautiful capture. Look at the dome on top. I just my mind's automatically to China, 1942. Bro. Oh, they really had really big old domes on top before, huh? Colorado, Four Corners area, 23 July 1963, original speed. Welcome, Brian. Oh, it's not showing me the most recent chat, guys. I'm so sorry. It's only showing top chat. I hate when it does that. There we go. Now I'm seeing this stuff in real time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Me trying to fix this. Hold up. Hold up. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Whoa! It even looks like it has spin to it. Big CGI hologram used in Hollywood. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, you know? Wow, that's nice. I like this capture. I love, again, one of like the speeds that we can't reproduce. That's just, oh, imagine. Hey, Fred. Wait, Fred, I feel like you were already here, but still, hi again. Hey, we had this on the other video. I think that was one of the thumbnails. Okay, guys, hold on. The computer gave me a little freeze here. It's getting too hot. Fusion Essentials, thank you. I appreciate you and welcome. Guys, I might lose the chat just for a little bit, just in order to keep the computer. I mean, we're going to keep it up for now, but if I notice that the computer starts lagging or the video freezes on us, we're definitely going to go back. Well, the original time traveler, we know this, but the older ones are less likely to be the man-made ones. But even still, we know that there are man-made UFOs and that they're reverse engineered. At this point, it doesn't even matter. It's the fact that we had something to reverse engineer. Because if we created it and we reverse engineered it, where the hell did it come from? That's just more proof, in my opinion. Mr. Yim, welcome, welcome. Oh, de España, bienvenido. I like your little chat GPT. Damn it, commercial. It gets me every time. Oh, hello. Oh, you just want to do whatever you want, don't you? What was that about? Hold on. Vroom. Wow. I like the arch it had too. It looks like he jumped. The flashing gets me, especially when oh, whoa. That turn, get out. That maneuver, incredible. Bro, he just went whoop. Oh, we're going left now. Just kidding. We're going down. Bruh. Oh, this is a more recent one. June 8th, 2008 footage. Location, Sea of Marmara, Turkey. Camera, a mini DV Canon DMGRI-A. That. Filmed by Murat Yalçın Yalman. The object was over the sea, filmed from the shoreline of Turkey. Jim, welcome, welcome. Oh, this is the one where you can see them inside. That's their heads. Oh, I'd probably be a little scared, but I'd also be like, hi. Buenos días, maldito. Oh, wow. No sé si es bueno o maldito, but welcome. Welcome. Look at these. Altoria, welcome. You think aliens created us? The Las Vegas one was spooky. I agree, Aruba. Welcome, by the way. Oh, oh. Look at all of these. This is 1995. Senor Thomas Islas. Wait. We're gonna get a little more information. Um, Nesa Ido, Mexico. This is from July 17th of 1995. For those of you in America, because I get this question a lot and I get yelled at a lot, these dates are not wrong. America is the only place that puts the month first. Everyone else puts the day first because it goes day, month, year. It follows order. Good morning. Looks like War of the Worlds. Uy, no. But yes. Look at all of these. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome, Eric. Yeah, he said, I love it, my people. He said, what are all these things? He's freaking out. This is from Martin Valencia. This is Leon GTO. I honestly don't know. This is from 18th of May of 1997. Look at that. That's a whole fleet. That's another thing with this and the fleet over the capital and the fact that they are. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Yim. I appreciate you. Yeah, smash that like button, please. Thank you, my brother. Um, this, bro, with a fleet like this and the fleet that we saw over the White House that they actually had in this video, and with how advanced the technology is, we're even reverse engineering it. I don't feel that aliens mean us harm. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're using us. But when people are like, "Oh, an alien invasion," da da da, no, there's not going to be an alien invasion. If they wanted to invade and destroy us, we would be gone. I don't care what anyone said. We wouldn't be here. The planet would be wiped out. I'm sure they have a planet destroyer. I'm sure they don't use it. I hope they don't use it. But we wouldn't be here, okay? That's why I feel like when people are like alien, if you see an alien invasion or they're attacking us, or if the government ever says that, in my opinion, that's a false flag. And whatever communications the government has with them that they don't tell us about fell apart, and now they're angry and they want to start a war. That's the only time I can see them saying aliens are invading or attacking us. And I can only see that happening when we have the technology to fight back. I hope that never happens, but they don't want to invade us. If they did, they could take over the planet in like 10 seconds. Look at that. 1999. Wow. Imagine you just go out into your yard and you just see that in 1999. There's no drones. There's no such thing as Starlink. We barely send stuff up there because we lost the technology to go to the moon. Like, no. They are our distant cousins. I agree with that. I don't feel I think Atoria said that God didn't create humans, aliens did. I'm not personally religious in the sense of modern religion. I have my own beliefs, but I don't know that aliens made us. I think okay, all right, I'm going to translate this for you guys because this is great commentary as well. I do feel that aliens are distant cousins in many ways. I feel that if anything, they have definitely altered our DNA. They've definitely intervened in ways that maybe they shouldn't have. I don't know. Um, but I don't think they created us. I do feel that we were either placed here or genetically manipulated simply because we haven't really evolved in a way that we should for this planet. Like how all animals can sleep outside and they have fur and insulation to protect them against the winter. We have to like get heaters, we get to get air conditioners when it's too hot. I don't think we're properly adapted for the planet. Um, but I don't think they created us like as in fully created us. No. Jumped in and screamed when the creatures in the movie Signs first popped into the screen. Oh my God. I I did. The universe is likely teeming with life. I agree. The universe is so vast. From our knowledge, it's endless. It's limitless. I say from our knowledge because they're like, oh, the universe is forever. Da, da, da. We know nothing. Okay, we're on a rock in the universe. If what we see is what we know. We have no idea what goes on beyond our ability to see what we're seeing and the way that light travels. We're usually seeing stuff from the past anyway. We're not going to get all into that, but I do agree that the universe is teeming with life. They probably look at us like, you can't see past this light. Oh,
Es
like
que Zeppelin está dando vueltas, un globo
she's saying
grandote,
it's spinning.
pero los Zeppelines tienen forma de fútbol de...
She says it's spinning. It looks like a ball, like a giant rotating ball. And the kids say yes, but it looks like it has more of a shape of a football, Mom. And she's saying, yeah, it is football shape. So it has like that weird, Hey Arnold head. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate
Ah,
it.
ya salió.
You might be right,
Es que
but that
quiero ver
means
por
everything
si se va,
we've been
mamá.
taught is a lie. Real quick, sorry, I keep pausing. I just want to address this. Oh, Stevie, you were talking to the original time traveler. I thought that was the original time traveler speaking. When you said everything that we've been taught is a lie, yes and no. Perception is reality. And I feel that we are taught what we can perceive because our teachers can also only perceive so much. So maybe I don't think it's that it's all a lie because we believe it to be true and so do our teachers. I just feel that we don't have a full grasp of anything that's happening in the world or in the universe, I should say. Almost like what Terrence Howard said about the what he say? Gosh, where he was like, "Oh, we measure distance in a straight line because it's to scale." Now, I don't agree with everything he said. Like, 1 times 1 is 1 because this is 1 time. I get what he's trying to say, but there's a lot to dissect there. But I like the idea and the concept that he brought when he said, uh, well, a few things, but when he was talking about crap, I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry, guys. It's so early. Um, about the straight lines, about how we were taught within this limited bubble of our perception. I do agree with that. There's so much more to the world than we know. Like we're still figuring out frequencies and vibrations and like all of this stuff. I mean, some people already kind of figured out a lot. Shout out to Tesla, Nikola Tesla, not the company. Um, but yes, yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Ay, qué bonito.
Jason, welcome, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream.
Ay, como que se regresó. Ay, como que se regresó, ¿lo ves, ma? Se cayó un marciano. Oh my God.
No, no way. No way. I love kids. He said, so I don't know if you guys saw, but a little thing came out of the ship, like a little light, like slag, as we like to say, and like the little flash there, right?
Ay, qué bonito. Como que
So,
quiere bajar.
oh, they said it's so beautiful.
Quédate.
So when the thing comes out, the little kid goes, "A Martian fell out," and then he says, "Oh my God."
Ay, como que se regresó, ¿lo ves, ma? Se cayó un marciano. Oh my God.
That kid is funny. Beijing, China, the 2nd of February, 1995. In a weird one universe kind of way, yes, of course. The only difference is that they have had time on their side to reach the advancements that allows them to get to Earth. I feel that we've also had the time. I feel that what has stopped us is greed and envy and war and modern religion. And when I say that, a lot of people are like, yes, I'm anti-religion. But a lot of people are like, oh, the God thing. No, you can believe in God. You can believe in, you can pray and be spiritual. But the way that modern religion has been weaponized has worked to our detriment. I feel that we've also had more than enough time to reach this level of technology. I mean, the ancient Egyptian pyramids, which we're learning are much older and probably even predate ancient Egypt, are a testament to just how advanced we were, even when we thought we weren't advanced. We've had the time. We're just assholes. because we're humans and most humans are assholes. Look at that mother tucker. These these bright, brilliant UFOs, the these they remind me of aren't these commercials? I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Or exiles who ended up in Appalachia. Plenty of royal blood in those mountains. Yeah. What was I gonna say? What did I don't know if any of you guys are nerding out like me about Marvel bringing back X-Men now that Fox let that go. But in X-Men 97, the Lalandra sister, one of the bird queens, I forget her name, she called us the Milky Way ghetto. And when I when I heard that, I'm like, girl, you don't know the half of it. Jason, how could people today see these craft filmed in the 90s and still think it isn't a real thing? My friend, people believe what they want to believe. A lot of this stuff, TV, Russia, okay. Ostankino, o Moscow, Russia, oh, Moscow, octubre de, okay, 1995, 1995. Oh no, I forgot that I zoomed it in already. I don't want you guys to get half the screen cut off. But yeah, there was a military personnel who said that they saw this bright orange light, and they always showed like a CGI of it. Look, the Phoenix lights, y'all. It's been quite some time since we've seen this. And that's what those bright light emitting UFOs remind me of. I still can't get over the Phoenix lights. Crazy. Clark, roll them up. I read the latest series about the pyramids being advanced chemical manufacturing plants for ammonia, soluble nitrogen, and other important chemicals for society back then. That's very possible. I do still think that they generated power, like full power plants because of in Russia, 1998. I haven't heard that the chemical. Oh, he's not gonna put him on there. I believe the one in China is real. I've seen 3 of them in a triangle formation in thick clouds about 9 years ago. Wow, that's so cool. 1999, August 11th. Murat, hello, welcome to the chat. People refuse to see what doesn't exist to them. Yes, exactly. And again, we want to remember. Oh my God, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for any religious people if you're in here because yesterday in my live stream was like playing Call of Duty and all these religious people were like coming at me. I want to apologize ahead of time, but um, religion has a lot to do with that. You got to remember that it wasn't that long ago. Like the Salem witch trials wasn't that long ago. It wasn't as long ago as people like to think that it was. Neither were the Crusades. Like we've done things through human history, especially with the weaponization of religion. Because again, it's not religion that's inherently wrong, it's the weaponization of it that has put a lot of fear in people. People don't want to believe things. We're still, generational trauma exists. We're still traumatized from saying one thing exists and being burned at the stake for it. So there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of negativity about looking at the universe that's instilled in us that hinders our progress. Excuse me. 40 light years away, take aliens 1 to 5 hours to reach our planet. I can imagine. Excuse me. Oh, they were partying wherever he was at. He stopped in the middle of the party just to film this UFO. I hear the music. Hey, actually, wait. I don't know if that beat is copyrighted, and YouTube is a stickler for that. I don't want our live stream to get cut right in the middle. That's why I hate when some people use music and I'm trying to show it something to you guys because it really messes it up. Look at that. Those are all different gentlemen that captured objects in the sky. That's what this was here. So when you see that SR, that's Señor, which is like Mr. So these are all captured by different people. This is great. Eyes on Cinema, bro. Good job. They're really good doing good capturing. Electrical power plant theory, but the camp theory has much more weight to them. I'm gonna check that out, the original time traveler, for sure after the stream. Hang in there, computer. This beach is getting hot. Pueblo, Mexico de Pin, Taipei, del Rio. 3 different locations in Mexico. Fotografías Pemex. Okay.
If you lose 50% of your money, you have to make a
If you lose 50% of your money, maybe stop. Maybe slow down. Is this a still? Yeah, it's a still, I think, right? It was, yeah, it says fotografía. So I want to see exactly. Photographs, Pemex. Oh, that's just telling us where. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Eyes on Cinema is freaking great. I It's interesting that they are not a UFO channel. They just like they have all types of videos, but I love when they do this. I'm not gonna lie, you know I love UFOs, and as we've been seeing, some of these have been fantastic. But you know, I am skeptical sometimes, and I do like to call things out just in case. Now, I'm not saying it's not real, because a lot of people are like, don't say it's not real. I'm pointing out my opinion. You can have your opinion. This is a picture. I love this picture. We're seeing here, we're seeing here. But the way I'm seeing this here, and the way that it's faded out, and the way that if we zoom in here, I'm seeing almost like a little bit of a glare. This could be from within a window, and these could be lights in a house or a building, and this light is further back, and hence it is dimmer in this image. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I like to point out my opinions. I'm a little skeptical sometimes. This one does not touch me personally. See how we kind of cut that last one out? What happened to that last one? I want to see that last one, bruh. I appreciate you, the original time traveler. That's really kind. Thank you. I will definitely check it out. I would look it up, and we could definitely make a video about it. That'd be really cool. Policía Judicial, in Puebla. So this is from the police. This is July 7th of 1991. But yes, original time traveler. I would love to check that out. Oh wow. Now, for me, Dr. Carlos Perez y Profesor Alguin, a professor and a doctor. Now, I just want to say the police one, if the cops are freaking out, I'm like, yeah, maybe something crazy's happening here. Oh, these are great. Hoaxes are important to show as we. Yes, I agree. All the data needs to be uncensored. So yes, and subject to scrutiny. I agree. That's why I was a little upset with people being mad about me covering that prank from Anthony. I know some people were upset, but it's good to know what's a prank and what's not. And it's fine that he's a little creative. We have movies about this stuff and nobody really cares. It's fine. This looks really cool. Hold on. Hold on. Even weird, scary music gets copyrighted. Look at that. We've seen It's interesting because we've seen a picture and video with like the little orbs at the bottom. Computer, bear with me, please. Okay, it's back. with the little orbs at the bottom, and I was a little skeptical of those, but now seeing this much older photo, I don't know. I don't know. Stevie Ray, yes, I appreciate you, and thank you for doing. I should be, yeah, smash that like goal. It really does help out the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Fast Mama Jamma, welcome. I'm working on an AI script to capture UFOs. Oh, I posted a video on how to make one. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Thank you. 20th of May, I believe that said 1997. Real quick, yeah, 1997. Is this? Is that smoke we're seeing? Is this a volcano? You know I love those. Oh, hello. Oh, hey you. Hey buddy. Where'd you where'd you come from? I love I love volcano UFOs because I'm like, what? Monte unseng in Japón. That's it. This is in Japan. But I'm always like, what are you gathering energy? Is that your fuel? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, Charlie, I agree. And subscribe if you have not already. And if you're tuning in and you're not subscribed, I do a lot of UFO videos. I also watch some paranormal videos and react to them. I love paranormal stuff. I play video games on the channel. Not as much as I used to, but I still do it. I tried doing a whole other channel for it, but running multiple channels is exhausting because I also have a music video reaction channel, and then it's a lot. But I do post a lot of UFO channels, so if you like UFO stuff, I look into it. I post things that I like, and I like UFOs. So when people are like, "Are you a UFO channel?" That's interesting. In a way, yes, because I post UFOs, but I'm more of a variety channel. But I will post a lot of UFOs and analyze them and watch them. We can watch them together. Do you guys see that like blinking in here, almost like it's opening or something? That's why I keep going back. What is that? I mean, it could be a camera thing, but that looks like it's on craft. Interesting. I love this. Oh, he's hiding now. He said, "I'm going behind the build. I'm going behind the building. You better, you better come follow me." Oh, best reaction on it too. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, you know I try. I try or whatever. No, let me stop. A dragon UFO. Ooh. Randy, welcome. The more advanced our tech becomes, the less the ET tech appears to be magic. It also makes it harder for us to believe the videos are real. I agree, Randy. That's why specifically I love this video from Eyes on Cinema because the majority of them are 90s and pre-90s. We've had pictures and videos from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I think one from this video is from the 2000s. So we weren't very advanced. We didn't even have smartphones. We had flip. I had a flip phone. Oh, my mom had a flip phone and I would use it, and her pager. We had Tamagotchis though. I can't really hear this one. I want to hear what they're saying about this picture. Randy, yeah, the turkey incident was wild. We just saw part of it, the one where you could see the people in the craft. That's a great shot. Ooh, another great shot. Where I want context. Where is this? Because what is that on the lower part of the picture? The the UFOs that don't have the dome on top, but instead have that more squared off rectangular, like 2 or 3 layered structure. Look at that. They remind me of Vimanas. If you look into Hindu Vimanas, that's what they remind me of, and I think that's so cool. Oh, oh, hi there. Look at that. And look, near a volcano, where they love to be, because who doesn't love molten hot rock?
Palisades, 1952, California.
Oh, I hope you guys can hear. I can barely hear them. And that's all the way up.
This picture is 1994, Florida.
Let me try to put it up for you guys too.
Greece, Florida.
1994 Florida is this
Photo
picture.
shoot. This is 1988, Puerto Rico, a jet chasing a large disc.
Look at that. The white ones are hard to train the AI to capture. Probably because they're more energy than actual physical objects. El Salvador is full of volcanoes and aliens too. Should I believe it. Again, those little orbs at the bottom. That looks more like a traditional saucer shape.
The founder of this UFO organization felt that he was beamed a fast-spreading cancer on his shoulder.
This is 1992, Puebla.
Look at that. Look at that.
Jesus.
It looks like a sombrero.
Very balanced, and you work extremely hard. I mean, you're a fanatic at being balanced. In other words, I know how to relax a little bit more.
Randy, I
Yes,
appreciate
can do that,
you.
believe me.
Yeah, oh yeah. So anyway, but you have to maintain that discipline.
Oh, yes, Emery, and welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live.
You'll become non-functional in this business. It's a very
Yeah.
hard business.
I wish the volume was louder. Oh my God. Ilopango Lake in El Salvador. She missed an hour of time. Missing time is so wild to me. And I can imagine, sorry, to anyone's ears. Oh my God. Imagine the fear. That's probably why we probably get so scared. That's probably why they're like, just wipe their memories. They are traumatized. Um, the original time traveler, what are my thoughts on Terrence Howard? That's hard. I got really excited because I saw some clips from the Joe Rogan experience. And I made a video and I was like, oh my God, did you guys see the Terrence Howard episode? And I cut some of that stuff out because then I went and watched the entire interview. I'm glad that Terrence Howard is thinking outside the box. And I think he makes some really great points. However, this is incredible. 1998. Excuse me. I think his ego, my goodness, took over. I think his ego is humongous. And so like there's just some aspects of his theory that I'm just like, bro, you gotta let it go. And I don't want to say that he's not an intelligent man. Like the 1 times 1 equals 2, I understand. I think a lot of us need hypnotherapy. I understand why he doesn't like the concept of 1 times 1 equaling 1 because it's a multiplier. Hold on, the computer's kind of freezing and crashing. I hope it doesn't crash on us. It looks okay. And I can see my mouse moving in OBS, meaning you guys can see it too, which is good. But you have like he has to remember little things like math is there for us to discover. We find new things all the time, but like 1 and 2 pens, we didn't make that up. There's 2 pens, right? We just gave it a name. The name we gave that number is 2, right? But there will always be 2 pens, even if we didn't know what 1 and 2 were. 1 times 1, multiplication is a way for us to add faster, right? So 1 times 1 is 1 plus 0. It's 1 time. And then, if we want to say 1 times 10, that's because we don't want to say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Right? That's just too much. So I feel like there are aspects of what he was saying that his ego took over, and then he's like, well, I'm right. And And it's like, no, you may be right on some things and you have some great ideas, but these are things that we work together on and solve. And if you're telling me one thing and I'm like, that's a great idea. So then you're like, well, 1 × 1 = 2. And I'm like, no. And then you're like, well, I don't accept. It's like, well, I'm accepting the radical things that you're saying. So maybe let's work together and don't just shut me out because one thing one time is still just that one thing. I can't make it another. Um, but we have to remember that he was not lying about his patents about virtual reality. He is quoted by all of these companies. He did create that, um, or at least some aspect of it. And he's a bright man, and he's onto some really great points. But I do feel that you have to let go of your ego. But I don't like that people are just shutting him down instantly without giving him credit for the stuff that he has done and without actually looking into what he's saying. I don't like that because he does make some really, really great points. And I feel that if more people were inclined to work with him and he was more inclined to let go of his ego, there could be a middle ground where we could find some groundbreaking stuff. Do I feel that Terrence Howard has solved the entire universe? No. Do I think he might be onto something? Sure, but there's a lot of stuff he needs to work on and a lot of stuff that the scientific community needs to work on because they also get fixed on their ideas and don't want to let them go even when they should, just like historians who don't want to admit that some things are older than they are even though we've proven that they're older. There's a lot that goes on there, and there's a lot of give and take. Well, there's a lot of take and not enough give from everyone. And I feel like we need to all, including Terrence Howard, feel more comfortable finding a compromise so that together we can find the right answers. I don't think that he's right in 1 × 1 = 2. I think that's a little bit absurd, but I also don't think that it's okay to discredit everything he says just because he believes that, especially considering he has so many patents that are being used right now. So he does know things. He's a smart man. It's not like he's dumb or crazy. He's intelligent, uh, but his ego's a little bit inflated. He was missing the -1. Hey, um, analysis horsepower technically is not literal set. Yeah, yeah. On a chart, it could be right. What? Yes, yes, exactly. I agree. I enjoy people experiencing the older videos and it's just, yeah, I agree. I agree. Thank you guys for bringing this in. Equals 3 minus 1. Oh, his ego. Yes, I agree. I agree. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Ryan, you see, I don't like that take. I do think he's wrong in that aspect, but he's not a complete moron. Literally, what he said about it, if you watch the episode, I didn't believe some of the stuff, right? And then I believed some of the other stuff. But when he said he had patents, I'm like, dude, you did not patent VR. And then I did research, and yeah, every VR headset that we have is using his work. So he knows something. He made the VR experience. That's not a lie. Like you can look up Apple's patents and Microsoft. They quote Terrence Howard. It's really weird. Um, so yeah, like what you're doing right now, Ryan, and I get it because 1 × 1 makes it does sound stupid. That one thing does not make him wrong about everything. If you take a test right now and you don't get 100% and you get 90% or 80%, you're not dumb and you're not speaking gibberish just because you didn't know 5 of the answers or 2 or 3, depending on how many questions the test was. But you don't have to get everything in your life right to be considered smart. That's You can't belittle someone because they got one thing wrong. That's all I'm saying about that. So no, what he's saying is not gibberish. What some of the stuff he's saying is incorrect? Sure. Should he be discredited because of it? No, not at all. That is wrong, and it's wrong for everyone in the media that does that. That is absolutely a horrible take. Farmer, oh my God. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you so much. Wow. Thank you so much. That was wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Um, let's jump back in here. But those are my thoughts on Terrence Howard. I hope you guys can understand. And I hope that you guys give him credit and the benefit of the doubt. Like what he said about straight lines and our whole universe being no, there's no straight lines. This is true. We are spheres and curves and movement and motion. We are motion. He brings up some really great points and he has some really great patents that it's just like, wow, that really came from his mind. He just let his ego take over. Even Einstein was wrong. A lot. Yes, exactly. A lot of scientists are. You have to be wrong. You just have to. Sorry, I'm going back into it. I'm stopping the video. Here's where I'm gonna say. You have to be wrong. You just have to accept. You get to be wrong sometimes. You have to accept that you're gonna be wrong sometimes. That's what makes a genius. What makes a genius is not that they're always right. What makes a genius is that they know that sometimes they're going to be wrong, and when they find out that they're wrong, they course correct. Right? That's what it is. It's not about, oh, and that's where Terrence Howard's problem lies, is that when he is wrong, he does not want to course correct. His ego has taken over because he's been right so many times. But just because you're right so many times doesn't mean you're never wrong. And that's something he needs to learn in order to grow. Um, but yes, that being said, yeah. Farmer, I appreciate you too. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. 3 hours of gibberish. I listened on Joe Rogan, and he didn't put forth a single coherent thought. He's dumb. Um, Again, incorrect. A lot of very smart people can't explain to you their thoughts. That's something that I struggled with when I worked at Apple. I was a creative pro for quite some time, and I was doing a lot of presentations, and I would teach kids how to program, teach them how to code, teach individuals how to code, teach everyone how to use their phones. And there were times where I had a lot of knowledge on a product that I could not, there goes the air conditioner, that I could not sometimes I couldn't put it into words and I would have to show you. And, if you heard me speaking, there were times where I couldn't hold a thought together or I wouldn't sound coherent because everything was flooding into my brain. And I would just be like, I can't explain this line of code to you. So we're going to demonstrate it and I'm going to show you it in practice. So I don't think that just because a lot of thoughts were rushing into his head and he wasn't as coherent as he could have been, that he was wrong. Again, I think he's an egomaniac, but that does not make him dumb. It makes him dangerous because he doesn't admit when he's wrong, but he's smart and he's got some great ideas. He's a shill. Everyone's a shill. Everyone's a shill. Everyone's a grifter. He's paid to confuse people. He's paid. I don't know if it's to confuse people. I think he's confused himself. All right, enough Terrence Howard. I gave you guys my thoughts. Let's jump back in here. And just because I don't want the computer to overheat, it's getting very, very hot. I've noticed some lag. I'm using a MacBook Air. My iMac is in the United States, so I don't have the big computer here with all of the RAM and all of the storage. So we're doing the best with what we've got here in this country. Look at this, 1998. Fast Mama Jamma. Yes and no. I know a few of the coding languages. I know the basics, but at Apple it was a lot easier because we would use Swift, which is Apple's programming language. And it's much simpler. You kind of write what you want. Oh. You kind of write what you want and then the back end gets coded for you, which is why I love Swift. So, but I wouldn't say that like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I know I can like make you a whole program in C++ plus plus and Python. Like I get Python and C++ plus plus and I can, talk about them and I can do a few things, but I'm not like a master programmer. But when we're teaching, or we were, I'm not at Apple anymore.
Yeah, I think it's coming this way. Yeah.
When you teach at Apple, I'm going to go back a little bit so we can hear and see this. When you teach at Apple, you teach with Swift. Especially when you teach kids, it makes it a lot easier. So I can program in Swift and I can teach Swift, and it's really fun. It's really simple. It's really easy. There's an app on iPads if you guys own iPads. It's called Swift Playgrounds if you want to learn how to
Yep,
code.
it's coming this way. Yeah.
It's very easy to learn how to code on Swift Playgrounds. After you learn Swift, you can make apps, you can build programs on Swift programming, and then you can have those programs that you make translated into other coding languages. Yeah, I get Python. I'm not a Python pro. I agree. I agree, Original Time Traveler. They are very consistent, and there aren't sounds like
Got it.
the UFO in Iran. Oh, he captured it again. I think it's fake personally. Um, Again, my opinion. Some people get mad when I say that, but that's my opinion. You can have your own opinion. But I didn't like the warbly woo, 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 traditional UFO sound effect sound on it. I hate Python. You have Python, but you're starting to like it. It once you get into it and you learn, it's like it's hard to get in, but then once you're in, a lot of the stuff is easy. I started coding because, I'm much older, so I was around when there wasn't internet. And now that once the internet started coming in, I had to make my own websites. So like I would create websites and I would alter my own MySpace. So we had to learn HTML. So that was like my first foray into coding. And then I was like, oh, like this is super easy. I get this. I can. At first, I didn't. I saw it. I'm like, what the flip is this? And then once I started getting HTML, I started getting into real coding languages. Not that HTML isn't coding, it is, but it's like not a real coding language, right? And then I started diving in and dibbling and dabbing. And then when I started working at Apple, I really started going and I loved it. And I loved Swift because Swift was so simple. This is so cool. How old am I? I'm old enough. No, I'm kidding. I'm 30. Is it 36? Is it weird that I don't know my own age? I stopped counting after like 25. Um, I have a couple inside the TV can be heard, not the. Oh. Gotia, welcome to the chat. Yes, you can. I have a Discord. The Discord should be linked in the description below. You can also email me. The email is in the description below. I'm working on receiving bigger files. Last time that I sent out the Las Vegas 4K video, I used WeShare. I've never used it before, but I liked it. I don't know how safe it is, but I really enjoyed using it and I was able to transfer bigger files that way. We are growing old together. Hey, I love it. Yeah, I don't know. I it's so bad that I don't know my exact age. Um, and I'm a December baby, so it's a little more confusing. I don't hit the years properly because I my birthday comes so late, but it's 35 or 36. I'm always anytime someone asks, I'm like, yeah, I'm 30. And I'm so used to like once I turned like I was 25 till I turned 30. Then once I turned 30, I started saying, yeah, I'm 30. And then I got so used to saying when people ask because I didn't have gray hair then. Um, Apple gave me a lot of gray hairs actually. But yeah, so people are like, "Oh, I don't believe that." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 30." And then I said it so much that I just started saying it even after I wasn't 30 anymore. And now I say it all the time and I have to stop and think. I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm older than that. I'm closer to 40." Oh, that's funny. God, so I have a generator, a power generator, which is why my lights stay on when the power goes out here in the country. Oh my God, but the air conditioner does not get plugged to the generator because I don't want it to blow out. And it just got so much hotter. And that's not good for the computer or for me. Oh, the air conditioner's back. Brian, that's a-okay. We're all young at heart. That's what matters. But yeah, man, my last few years at Apple, I was stressing so much with, oh, look at this mother flower coming in. But I got all these grades, and I got some grades here. I was a little upset with these grades, but then when I started getting these grades up here, I was like, yeah, I look like Doctor Strange. Cthulhu Haster, what's good? What's good? Welcome. We're checking out Eyes on Cinema's newest compilation because it's incredible. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, well, you may have joined the channel during the YouTube era. Before this, real quick, I want to reiterate, I'm not just a UFO channel. So if you're subscribing and you're here for the UFOs, I appreciate you and I love you and I thank you so much. But I don't want you guys to get upset when you see that I don't post. I post things other than UFO. And some people are like, yeah, but you got your subscribers from UFOs. I got some. I was for a while. I had when I was in the States a little contract with Marvel, and I would post exclusive trailers. Like I'm the one who revealed Professor Xavier in Multiverse of Madness, and those videos used to get millions and millions of views. I had to take a lot of them down because my work with them ended, and I don't want to get copyright claim. But I do have the ones that I made that were independent from Marvel about Marvel. So if you haven't noticed, I'm a Marvel fanatic. I love Marvel, so I'll reference them a lot. And yeah, that's why I said the whole Doctor Strange thing. Because once I saw my gray hairs coming in here, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do Doctor Strange cosplays and everything. I also used to do a lot of shorts remixing. Like my most popular short got 500 million views. But when Apple, God, we were talking about Apple. When YouTube first started doing shorts, there was a lot of problems with the remixing feature, and people could turn off remixing and it would delete your shorts. So a lot of my most popular shorts got deleted too, which is frustrating. I also was a huge thank you, Charlie. My reactions are I love my reactions. They're so much fun. I was a huge music video reaction channel, but I removed a lot of the music video reactions. That's how I started my channel. I removed a lot of those because I was scared of copyright taking down my channel because 3 strikes and you're out. And then of course this year YouTube's like, oh, we're doing shorts remix for music videos, and I'm like, now after all these years, after me removing all of those videos, ah, but it's fine, it's awesome, and if you're here for UFOs, I appreciate you and I love you, and I'm still gonna post UFO videos, but this is a variety channel. Shiz brother, I love all your content. Thank you, Cthulhu. I appreciate you. I'm waiting for Helldivers. Yes, next check, we're getting Helldivers and we're jumping into that, and I'm excited for that too. Thank you. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And sorry for going into that deep explanation, but I do feel that um it's necessary. And I owe you guys an explanation because I know some of you guys are here for certain content. When I post something else, you're like, what? Just so, and some people attack me for it. They're like, you're a UFO channel. I'm not a UFO channel. My biggest videos that I've ever made on YouTube were the ones when I was contracted with Marvel. Those were at least 1 million to 10 million views per video. If my contract had not expired, they would still be on the channel and I would still be posting those as well. But I do love UFOs, so they're not going anywhere because I'm passionate about them. I post what I like. I like Marvel, I like UFO, I like video games, I like scary stuff. So that's what's on here. The script to my Discord, I can show you the training part if you want to learn it. Oh, Fast Pajama, after the live stream, I'm gonna eat and then I'll definitely check it out and then we can chat on the Discord. Did it get shot down or just crash? Because there a spark of light before the crash. I don't I don't think that we're dumb enough to shoot it down, although I've seen some dumb videos of stupid stuff that we've done. Um, but we don't know how their technology works. Excuse me. It could have been a malfunction on their part. I've heard that some of our older radio waves actually mess with the frequency that they are on in order to propel themselves, and that can sometimes cause a malfunction and cause them to crash. And because we're projecting radio waves constantly, it's something that could strike them. And then we'll see that, and it looks like they've been shot down, but it could be. Ah, God! Damn commercial. It could be strictly coincidental. Um, so yeah, that new Call of Duty. I'm not pre-ordering it, but I'm excited for it. I pre-ordered a lot of the previous Call of Duties, and I've been let down by them. So with this one, I'm gonna let it come out. I'm gonna see the gameplay. Oh, look at that. Sorry, whoa. Little dude, why are you moving like that? You're going nuts. Wow. This is a really interesting one. Oh, there's another one up here. There's just lights appearing everywhere. But that dude was doing flips and flops and everything. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, I freaking pre-ordered that and it felt like a damn DLC and I was so pissed. I spent so much money on it. And I'm like, I don't really mind. Like, that's why I do stuff to make money so I can spend it. So I don't like, yeah, I'm gonna support the studio. I like what they made. So I was very disappointed in that we all spent so much money and the whole game felt like a DLC. And a lot of the games that you pre-order now come out and they feel unfinished. Like Cyberpunk, I think I pre-ordered that. And that whole Vanguard did suck. My God. But Cyberpunk was a freaking disaster. And I never even went back to play it. I didn't even finish it. I'm pissed because I spent money, I didn't finish it because how are you going to release a game and then you have to patch it day one? Like I said yesterday when I was streaming, I remember when I would pay $50 for a video game and it came with every skin, everything in it. I'd have to wait for DLC or pay extra money to. I hate the double monetization. No, I'm tired of it. So I'm not playing with these studios anymore unless it's Nintendo or they're known for releasing finished products. I'm not doing it. And I say Nintendo because Nintendo is strictly a gaming company and they always have been. And even though they find other ways to monetize, they will always release to you a finished product. That's why I'm kind of mad at that newer Pokemon game. I feel like it was unfinished. But remember that Pokemon is not Nintendo, it is the Pokemon company. So I blame them for that. But yeah, I get so mad. Don't sell me an unfinished product. Could you imagine you buy half cooked food? Get out of here. I'd be so pissed. Um, oh, I've been hooked on X Defiant. I love it. Thank you, Cthulhu. That's what we do. That's why we make money. But I get very angry because I love to support creative processes and that's why I love indie games and I love to support the studios, but don't abuse it. Like don't look at that. Don't sell me some half-assed, half-baked crap and then be like, oh, we're gonna patch it later, and then try. Whoa, 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 whoa! Did homie just split into two or drop something off? Sorry to yell in your ears, guys. I'm just like, what? What? Oh, oh, just like that. This is interesting. Excuse me. Wow, that was weird. Look at that. I don't know if it was slag that it was dropping or what. That's the one thing though, when these aliens drop slag, don't come to my planet pooping on my planet. Take that shit to your bathroom. All jokes aside though, I don't know. We don't know what they're doing though. It just looks so funny. Like there's a bloop, like what are you doing? What are you dropping off? What are they dropping off? That's a scary thought. Well, not scary because I think they're doing anything wrong. Again, if they wanted to take over, they could. But just what are they doing?
Delta não identificada. Que é aquilo ali, rapaz? Olha,
Oh,
tá parecendo uma asa delta mesmo, viu? Ah, é uma asa delta não identificada.
very
Mesmo, uma asa
anomalous.
delta. Aqui, desculpa.
I love the laugh.
Sim, ele pegou um ventinho de frente, ali tá quietinho, é asa delta, sim.
I I saw the trailer for Ion Fury. That looks really cool.
Balão o que é isso aí? Balão caramba mesmo? O que é isso aí?
She said, it's a balloon. He said, what kind of balloon is that? I've never seen it, but that's not a balloon.
Balão não. Isso é uma aranha voadora.
I'm mad. He's really pissed. And he's like, that's something else. I don't know what the hell that is. He's trying to record it. She's really laughing at him. She's such a jerk. Oh, man.
Que é isso aí? Caramba, voou a coroa do abacaxi, rapaz. Que é isso? Inverte. É um balão, é um balão, é um balão. Um balão. Um balão de escovador.
Oh, oh, that's so cute. Sorry, look at the couple down here.
Tem foguinho, pô.
Everyone's like, look at the UFO. They're like, screw the UFO. Look at us.
Que bonito, hein? E eu podia mentir aqui, olha, eu vi um disco voador, eu sou obrigado agora a declarar que vi.
CMDR, we went, I think I landed on 35 or 36. 88. And yes, I missed the 90s. I don't know, I feel like the world was more filled with wonder. Where was that? These locations pop up so damn quickly. Okay, in Sweden, two anonymous campers submitted this. This is July 14th, 1996. Oh. Oh. It's the way. Oh yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Apple did that to me. My last few years there, I was stressing so much I started getting white hairs on my beard. Um, but that started like towards the end of my tenure there. And then I started getting white hairs here, not a lot, but like I said earlier, it reminded me of Doctor Strange, so I got really excited. Oh! Oh, hi, beauties. What are you? Switzerland. Whoa. Oh, it's these up here. I don't think it's this. I think that's a light source. I think it's these guys up here. Or is that one of them? Oh, I think it is. Oh, that's so brilliant. I will say, and this is what scares me about them, because we're talking about shooting one down. The last time that we fired at one, if I remember correctly, we covered this on the channel before. It was in the KGB documents that the CIA ended up grabbing, and it was several Russian soldiers. A UFO hovered over their military base, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember correctly, and someone shot a ground-to-air missile at it without being instructed to. So they weren't supposed to do that, and the ship crashed, and several soldiers ran to the spot where it crashed, and they said there were only two surviving soldiers. They stood back in case they needed to flank and help out their friends, so they were like hiding behind the trees. They shot it down. These creatures came out of the craft. When they came out of the craft, the soldiers approached them with guns. The creatures saw them. The two survivors heard a hiss, like a hissing sound. The creatures were seemingly angry. they the five creatures merged together. When they merged together, they became a orb of brilliant light. The light then burst, and a huge flash engulfed the whole forest. And all of the soldiers, except for the two that were behind the tree in the shade, all of the soldiers that were exposed to the light were transmuted into stone pillars. You can go to CIA.gov and look up this file. This is like the CIA has released this because of the Freedom of Information Act. This is out there. They were turned into stone pillars, and when the stone pillars were taken back to the Russian research facility, they found that these stone pillars had the same consistency as limestone. So the people were turned into limestone pillars after we shot down these UFOs. And the CIA made a note to say, if this is the case, they are very dangerous and we are not to shoot them down. So yeah, I think we try very hard not to engage with them in a negative way, and rightfully so. um, but yes, let's jump back in here. CMDR to explain the white hair on my beard. The last few years at Apple were very stressful for me, and that started happening there. Speaking of Apple, there is an event happening in about an hour and a half that I will be tuning into, so I might release a video before the WWDC to give my thoughts on what Apple is going to do this year. Let's jump back in. If I can, the computer's heating up, so I might have to just take a break in general. Wow, these are, but that's why the bright orb lights freak me out, because I'm like, stone pillars, man. Don't get turned into stone pillars. Get stoned. Don't turn into stones. Wow. Oh, wow. 1996 again. We're talking about times without drones. Look at that. Oh, and the way they're just coming in and out, the light is coming in and out. Triangle formation. Wow. I love this. I'm floored. September 1997, September 3rd. No, come on. Manchester, Great Britain, filmed by Joanne Barnes. Cthulhu, I appreciate you. I try. Speaking of style, all of my clothes is also in the United States. So I'm like, I get so frustrated. I'm like, I miss looking fancy. I mean, I like my shirts and stuff too, but I got so much clothes. I have so much stuff that I need to bring to this country. It's just hard to move from one country to the other. I also want to bring my mom and my brother. I want them to come over here. 1997. Look at that. the the year, you know what this is, right? The years before autofocus. Oh, smartphones, the advancements you've given us that we just take for granted. Ah, I like that he's ending with the more recent ones that are confirmed. Look at that. He got it. Brian, you have a great one. I hope you have a good doctor's appointment. I hope they have nothing but good news. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Adam, I'm glad. Coffee's great. I just had some coffee earlier. I love that he added these at the end. One, because I feel like we've all seen them by now, but two, they are confirmed. So I think it's a really great way for him to go through all of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even the 50s, and then end with our recent confirmations. Wow. Look at that. Oh, this is the end here. Oh, man. Y'all, that was such an incredible compilation. I am floored. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. This came from Eyes on Cinema. We've talked about them before. They've got some great content. They have some amazing videos. Remember that they are also not a UFO channel per se. So like they have like movie videos like the Jackie Chan stuff or like all this other stuff. But oh my God, excuse me, sorry. They have a ton of excellent UFO videos and UAP videos as well. And I appreciate them and I appreciate their content. What we just watched was their most recent compilation. They call it 50 minutes of UFO and videos from all over the world. And they are literally from all over the world and from all of time, which I love even more. I appreciate them. I love this. I'm so happy that we got to experience this together. I love Eyes on Cinema. Again, they are linked in the description below. This is their app here on YouTube. So make sure that you go subscribe to them if you have not already. Go smash like on their videos. Remember, again, they are not a UFO channel. So they post a lot of UFO content, but don't go in expecting only UFO content. I think they're so great. This is another one they captured or they posted. This one has like 1 million views. God damn. Let's see what they have to say.
Hundreds of unidentifiable flying objects.
Yes, they were flying quite high. How high we couldn't tell because we couldn't get anywhere.
You said you saw literally hundreds of unidentifiable flying objects.
Yes, they were flying quite high. How high we couldn't tell because we couldn't get anywhere near their altitude. But they were either very large craft, way
I'm a
up,
type 1.
or smaller craft.
I've seen triangle. I've seen dot of light moving, pretending to be a star, and I've seen a giant craft.
Well, we sent a report forward.
And a green crazy light.
And the answer that finally came back months later was they were probably high-flying seed pods, which didn't sound very logical.
Supervising flight
seed pods? What the hell is that?
testing in Edwards Air Force Base. His military camera crew actually filmed an unidentified saucer-shaped object landing near the site.
As they were
military
filming, a little saucer came from, I say little saucer, it was a saucer, came flying over their heads, put down 3 little landing gear and landed right out on the dry lake bed.
Excuse
and they
me?
picked up their cameras and started over toward it, filming as they went. And when they got in fairly close to it, it lifted up, put the gear back in the wheel wells, tipped up, and took off at a great rate of speed. And so they came into my office and told me what.
CMDR, it was probably a TREB, as I like to call them, or TR3B. Look those up. Look up TR3B. That may be what you saw. Oh, thank you, Cthulhu. I appreciate you. You have a great one too.
The film, and then had to go through all the proper regulations of reporting this, and we wound up having to send the film forward to Washington in the base jet airplane, and I don't know whether anyone's ever seen it since.
Now, the vehicle that you just described,
that's the one reason. That's the one reason if I ever get something, I don't want to send it to the government. Like I want to, I'm like, guys, look at this. What the hell's going on? But they will make it disappear. And the fact that Representative Luna literally said out of her mouth that she was Men in Black blows my mind. Blows my mind.
The very first sighting that you had back in 1951.
Quite similar. It was basically the same planform vehicle. They were double saucer, lenticular. But if you're going to be going in and out of atmospheres like Earth or other places might have, you certainly need a little more aerodynamic type of vehicle. And the saucer has the capability of going through the air at tremendous rates of speed and handling the bow and trailing wave without making shock waves. So it can be very silent while traveling at big rates of speed through the atmosphere. A friend of mine who's a captain on a major airline at night was flying along, noticed this, suddenly a big glow came off his left wing, and he looked out and this big saucer was sitting right off their wing. And so he turned slide toward and it moved away, turned back, moved back in position, and turned to his co-pilot and said, do you see what I see?
But she was not having it.
Yeah, I do. And it trailed along with him for quite a period of time and tipped up, climbed very steeply away. Was on Jim McDivitt's Gemini 7 mission, where they saw this glint of something metallic off in the distance. And he reported, and nobody had it listed on the ground, so he tried getting a picture of it, but the sun, unfortunately, was glinting off of it so bright, all you got is just a glint. There was no detail on what it was, but never any further sighting at all on it. Well, the letter to the UN was in conjunction with a meeting that I had with Kurt Waldheim and the Security Council of the UN to try to encourage the UN to establish a committee to start comparing notes and data and information, and to really look into all of this from an unbiased, neutral point of view.
Here's a quote from your letter. I believe that these extraterrestrial vehicles and their crews are visiting this planet from other planets and are obviously a little more advanced than we are here on Earth. And are you saying that's exactly why governments have been trying to keep this information private, because of that obvious advancement?
Very possibly, right.
Now, real quick, before we run, I gotta show you guys this. I have to. Computer, please bear with me. I'm glad. Thank you guys for sticking around and for checking out this compilation with me. I thought it was really, really fun. But I want to touch base on what Representative Luna said. And she said she was Men in Black. And she gave out some more information that I feel like we haven't really heard anywhere else. And they turned whatever she learned, they turned her into a believer. So check this out.
Tell me about your own, you've heard about the UAPs, UFOs.
Yeah.
So okay, tell us about that.
So I got Men in Black. I know a lot of people are going to be like, that's crazy. But ultimately what happened is being a member.
And I just want to say, she's been taking this extremely seriously. I believe her. She's angry. She wants answers. And I trust in what she's doing and what she's saying. So the fact that if she went into this gun-ho, like she's one of the reasons that we got the meeting with David Grush. And the fact that even she said she was Men in Black, wow. And then what she says about not calling them aliens, she said this before, but she's even saying it here in a more official way. It's very telling.
UAPs, UFOs.
Yeah.
So okay, tell us about that.
So I got Men in Black. I know a lot of people are going to be like, that's crazy. But ultimately what happened is being a member of Oversight, we follow up with whistleblowers and we also can conduct our own investigation. So myself, Representative Burchett from Tennessee, and Representative Gates were on a small codel to the Panhandle because a whistleblower came forward from Eglin Air Force Base pilots to Representative Gates' office saying that the Air Force was essentially covering up UAP activity and we needed to look into it. So we coordinated the meeting. Pentagon tried to initially cancel the first one. We got it back on the books. We show up there and we get in, and the base commander tried to basically tell us that we didn't have authorized clearance to look in.
That they didn't have authorized clearance. Do you know who they are? How did they not have authorized clearance?
And speak to some of the witnesses, of which you don't tell Congress that we don't have the authorized clearance, especially members of House of Services, Oversight, and Judiciary.
The people we put in power, get out of here.
Kind of had it out with the base commander, which is kind of funny because this guy really thought that he had it going on, and he actually, in the middle of our meeting, he took off on leave, which never happens with a delegation going to military base.
In the middle of the meeting, how do you?
I'm pretty sure people from the agency that were there as well. And so you really don't find that. I've worked at Hurlburt Field. I worked in the military for a number of years. And so why would a intelligence agency need to be there on a meeting for whistleblowers? So that happened. I can tell you, based on my investigations, not in a classified setting, that I absolutely believe that there is things that are advanced technologies not of human origin. And then we conducted the interview with David Grush. As you saw, it was one of the most widely attended congressional hearings in U.S. history. Mm-hmm. The information that was brought forward was particularly alarming because you're hearing about people that have potentially been murdered and covering up this information. And
think about that. Think about what one of our representatives is saying. I'll put it back in full screen in a second. Think about what one of our representatives is saying right now. She's saying, yeah, people were murdered. This is alarming. We need, oh my gosh. I love her. I love her for doing this. I love her.
Everyone to watch it.
Yeah, was it, so based off what, and have you received classified information or just what?
Oh my God, his eyes are stunning. Look at that color green. Okay, come through.
Oh yeah, we've, but I can't talk about that.
Of course you can't talk about it.
Are you kidding me?
Before you came to Congress, did you think aliens were real?
So
wait.
I would call them about
of course you can. Off what, and have you received classified?
Everyone to watch it.
Yeah, was it, so based off what, and have you received classified information or just what they said?
No, yeah, we've, but I can't talk about that.
Of course you can't talk about it.
So she's already received classified info. The ball is rolling.
Did you, before you came to Congress, did you think aliens were real?
So I wouldn't call them aliens. I really like what Grush calls them. He says that they're interdimensional beings, and he's very specific about that.
What does that mean?
I think it means that they're not necessarily a biological entity from another planet per se.
Interesting.
What I will say is, I share a Christian perspective on many things, and what's been interesting about this is the amount of stigma that existed previously to this cycle, but we have such a bipartisan push for transparency on this topic that they can't necessarily hide it. It has been interesting to see the levels of things that come up. Oh, there's no authorized clearance. You don't have the read-in authority for this, that, and the other. Well, if Congress is writing the bills to fund these programs, yet we don't have authorized access and oversight into it, then that's not necessarily something that happens in a free country, right? So we continue to push. But, I mean, it's been very interesting to see some of the stuff that's come up.
Was it before you learned? Did you think it was going to be completely different than what you learned? Was it
no? I had some suspicions leading up into it. When I was stationed at Portland Air Guard Unit a number of years ago, I remember there was a incident that occurred, and the pilots kind of came back and asked one of them what he thought it was, and he couldn't really talk about it. He didn't want to, because the stigma that the military has is that you're crazy, right? But we're seeing that with especially.
And they did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. She's telling us more than she can without saying too much, and I love that.
Technology that we have, even your iPhone, for example, you can record things and it's not necessarily going to be classified. So I kind of knew about it. I knew that was a thing within the military and that people were kind of worried about talking about it. But I think now, especially with transparency, we hope that more people come forward. The people that have come forward are credible. We've done the background checks on them. They're not, tin hat wearing kooks. Right. But, historically, there's a lot there that's to uncover, and I suggest that everyone look into it on their own.
Historically, there's a lot there to uncover. She said a lot without saying a lot, and I love and appreciate her for that. This is absolutely great. It's bananas. That's bananas. Oh, look, Apple unveils future of AI. The event has not even started. We have like an hour and 10 minutes. What do you mean? They haven't released anything. Low altitude could fit a full 747 in the triangle. The lights that were chaotic, like a very strong strobe light. Definitely not a projection or blue beam. Moving slow. I didn't film it by 2 seconds. Plus being female Latina, watch out. Okay, come through, mama. Ya tú sabes. The ones I saw were huge. 1995 in China, UFO. They were swing. Oh. The thing was so obvious in the sky, it makes no sense to be that obvious. Oh, and they were densely populated area, though it was 3 a.m. Okay. I remember exactly what time of day it was. That's crazy. That's so wild, guys. Again, CMDR, I'm gonna recommend that you look up Trebs. These bad boys, with the lights underneath. If you look it up, you won't look like this. You won't find like just CGI ones, but they do sometimes flash and strobe, especially the center the center light centerpiece of it. Wow. Wow. Guys, that was absolutely fantastic. This was such a fun live stream. I just want to shout out again Eyes on Cinema, because they have just done such an excellent job at putting a great compilation together. They have some really great playlists when it comes to UFOs, UFO incidents. They have interviews. They have a ton of public domain UFOs as well, so you can check out their videos. And if you want to make your own video talking about it, that's also possible. I just love what they do. I love their work. I am appreciative of them compiling all of this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I think it's so freaking cool, and I think that we need to. I'll talk about this a little bit more. I think we've all seen. This is the other one that I've been into lately. Thank you guys for putting me on. This channel is also fantastic. They have some really, really great captures. Not all of them are ideal, but they try their best and they are very genuine with what they upload. So I think it's super, super cool. Oh, happy early birthday. This just was such an awesome, fun time and a fun experience, and I hope that you guys also enjoyed. I do have to end the live stream though because the computer is getting very, very hot and I have to eat. And I kind of want to get ready for the Apple event. I might, again, if the computer allows me, I might make a video about what Apple might do this year after this live stream and release it after the stream, but before Apple goes live. Though I don't know if it's going to be possible because sometimes the computer needs a little bit of a break after we do these live streams. But guys, this was just fun. I hope we can do more of this. I'm definitely going to do some more live streams. We're going to play some video games later. I keep saying I'm going to play Silent Hill, and I haven't yet. Let me know if you guys want to see Silent Hill in the comments. I love Silent Hill. I love scary games. I love scary things. But you guys are great. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. I can't say that first word, so I'm going to say Wilfred, Onalik, thank you for being here. CMDR, I appreciate you. Cthulhu Haster, you're the man. Thank you so much. Charlie, I don't know if you're still here, but much love. Thank you so much. Randy, I appreciate you. Fast Mama Jama, Fred, everyone for being here. The original time traveler. I'm going through here. I might miss some of y'all. Gotia, Ryan, Altoria. Thank you guys all. Well, it won't let me go beyond that. Lauren, you guys are so cool. You made this so fun. You guys really made the experience. If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. Make sure that you check out those channels that I linked you guys to that we just checked out today. Eyes on Cinema. I almost said Eyes on Us. Is going to be linked in the description below, as is that long compilation that we just checked out together. Smash that like if you haven't already. Smash subscribe if you're new here. We appreciate you. We have a lot of fun. I post a lot of cool random videos, a lot of UFOs. So if you're here for UFOs, you will see a lot of those. But I also post gaming, reactions, funny, paranormal, all types of content. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like again. I'm going to say it again. I will see all of you guys next time. I hope you all have an amazing day.